Okay, math board number 13. It says 2 pounds of oranges today are selling for $1.50. What is the cost per pound of oranges? So it's $1.50 for 2 pounds. So it's $1.50 for 2 pounds. They want us to figure out what it is for 1 pound. So I'm going to divide that by 2. So I have to divide the numerator by 2. $1.50 divided by 2 is 75 cents per 1 pound. Okay, so what is the cost per pound? It's 75 cents. 75 cents. Fill in the table to find the cost of the oranges. So if you buy no oranges, per pound. If you buy 0 pounds, then it costs you $0. If you buy 2 pounds, they told us it's $1.50. If you buy 4 pounds, then it's $3. If you buy 6 pounds, it's $4.50. Right? And if you buy 8 pounds, it's $6. Graph the cost of the oranges from problem number 1. So at 0 pounds, it costs you $0. At 2 pounds, it costs you $1.50. At 4 pounds, it costs $3. At 6 pounds, it was $4.50. And at 8 pounds, it was $6. Okay. Use the rise over the run to find the slope of the line in number 2. So the rise over the run. So if I go from right here, I'll go from right here to right here. So that means I have to go up 6. Slope is rise over the run, which is the change in y over the change in x. I'm going from here to here, so my rise is a change by 6. And my run is going to be from here to here. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6 over 8 is 3/4. In this base, find the same slope by using 2 points from the table. Okay? So I'll use this point and this point. Okay, so I know that slope is the change in y over the change in x, which is y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So that is going to be my y values, that's the cost. Okay, my y values, I'm going to say $4.50 minus $3. $4.50 minus $3. Okay, $4.50 minus $3 over, so that's y sub 2 minus y sub 1. So I went here minus this, therefore I must go 6 minus 4, the same direction, 6 minus 4. Okay, this would be the change in x. This is the change in y, these two are the change in x, because cost is your y and pounds is your x. Okay, so then I'm going to have $1.50 over 2, which is the same as 0.75, which is the same as 3/4. So they're the same each way. Compare your answer from number 1 to your answers in 3 and 4. How do they compare? That's question number 5. They're the same. One is written as a fraction, the other one is written as a decimal, but they're the same. Based on that was another name for the slope here. Another name of the slope is the rate of change. Or, since it's a word problem, we could say the cost per pound. Write a function relating the number of pounds to their cost. The cost is equal to, right, so I'm using C, let me scoot it up. I'm using C for cost, and for pounds, I'll use P, is fine, doesn't matter. Okay, so the cost is equal to 0.75 times the number of pounds. Is this function proportional? Yes. The reason why it's proportional is that there is the same proportion between each of the set of points. So if I figured out this slope, this would be 3/4. If I figured out this slope, it would be 3/4, 3/4, etc. So it's the same proportion. And the line goes through the origin. So line through origin. And the ratios between the points are equal. Okay. My brother and I left a mall that is 3 miles away from home, headed to the park. I walked slowly, he ran. So this is the me or the I in the story, and this is the brother, right? Because the brother is going to get home faster, he is running home. And this is the slow walk. Which line am I traveling on? So that would be K. What is the speed, what is my speed rate per hour? So we need to figure out, I'll use these 2 points right here. So this was, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are going by 1, so this is up 1, 2. So the rise is 2 over the run, which was also 2. And this is time in hours. So it's 1, down here is hours, 1, and then it's mile. So he had an increase in 2 miles for 2 hours. So he is going 1 mile per hour. 1 mile per hour. And then it asks what, the next question says, what's the brother's rate? So I think I'll use this and this. So his rise is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's 8 miles. Over his run is from here to here. From here to here, that's 2 hours. His brother's rate is 4 miles per hour. Okay? What is another name for the rate here? Another name could still be rate of change, but also here it is the distance per hour. Or you could say miles per hour. Okay, assuming that the park is 5 miles away from home, create and solve an equation to show how long it will take my brother to get to the park. Well, what we need to do is figure out first what his entire equation is. So we know that he's going 4 miles per hour, but he already starts 3 miles away. Okay? So his slope is 4, and his y-intercept, where he is starting, is 3. So y equals 4x plus 3. And this now needs to be set equal to 5 miles away from home. So 5 equals 4x plus 3. Subtract the 3 from both sides. We get 2 equals 4x. Divide both sides by 4. We're going to get 2/4, which is 1/2, equals x. And x is time, so this is a half hour or 30 minutes. My brother decides not to wait for me at the park. Show algebraically that the only time my brother and I will be together at the same place is before leaving the mall. Okay, so if they're both walking home, let me read it one more time. My brother decides not to wait for me. Show algebraically that the only time my brother and I will be the same place. Oh, okay. So what we need to do is set up a system of equations, setting the equations for each person equal to each other. And we already said that for the brother, his linear equation is this: y equals 4x plus 3. We also need to figure out what it is for the I or the me in the story. Okay, so over here, let's go back up for a second. We figured out that his slope was 1 mile per hour, and he also starts 3 miles away from home. Okay, so his equation is going to be y equals x plus 3. They both start 3 miles away from home. The brother's going 4 times as fast. So this is asking us to set these two equal to each other. I'm just going to use substitution. I'm going to say x plus 3 equals 4x plus 3. Okay, I like to get all of my variables on the same side. And then isolate. Okay, so my x equals 0, right? But I'm trying to show at time 0 that they're in the same place. So not only do I need to figure out what x is, I need to figure out what y is. So I'm going to use either one. If I substitute 0 in for here, y equals 3. If I substitute 0 in for here, y equals 3. Okay? So that means the only time they are together at the same place is where they start from. At 0 hours, they are both 3 miles away from home. This is the only time they're in the same spot.